Hey guys, so I just wanted to talk to you about when you are at the beginning of something new. So a lot of you have tried many different diets, many different times to start, and then something happens and you start again on Monday, and then you start again on Monday, and then you start again on Monday, repeat. Or you've committed to a super strict diet, you've lost a lot of weight, and then it wasn't sustainable, so you gained it all back, or you gained it all back and then some. Or maybe you've never even took your health that seriously, and so you find yourself kind of at the beginning of taking your health seriously. So wherever you are, if any of that sounds familiar to you, or like it might be something that you are dealing with right now, I want to talk to you for a minute. So I know that we are about to spend the next 4 weeks together, 5 weeks together if you're here today. And so there are a few things that I want you to keep in mind because 4 weeks is just not very long. So I want you to use these next 4 weeks, 5 weeks, as a time to get as much out of this as you can. So post in the Facebook group, ask me questions on Facebook, show up for the Q&As if you can. They're going to be at lunchtime on Thursday, so noon on Thursday Central Time. I understand if you can't be there, but I will have a post always on Wednesday before the live on Thursday, where you can put any and every question that you have in that, and I will answer it on that live. So if you can't be there, then come Wednesday, anytime before the live, and leave your question so it can get answered. So invest in the group, like just show up, even if you're not doing it, even if you feel like you're stumbling through it, or you didn't start when you were planning to start. And don't look at it as it's wasted. Look at this as I've got 4 weeks with a professional, with an expert who can answer all my questions, and I can learn as much as I can in these next 4 weeks. Even if it's not perfect, even if you're not necessarily following the plan just yet, or you feel like you keep messing up, just keep showing up. Just keep showing up, keep being here, and let's keep going together, okay? So no dropouts, no dropouts. Do not drop out. Hang in here. It's only 4 weeks. So just keep showing up, even if you mess up. So that's the first thing that I want you to keep in mind. The second thing, I really want you to take some time with yourself and remove whatever timelines you have in your mind. Because if I know you, which I probably do, some of you are sitting down with a calculator with how much time you have until swimsuit season and how much weight you want to lose. And you're doing the mental math of, if I do this, this, and this, each week I can lose this, and then by this date, then I'm going to be 20 pounds lighter. Stop doing that. Do not do that. If you've already done it, I want you to take that piece of paper or that note in your phone where you did all of that working out and throw it in the trash and delete it, okay? We do not do timelines. We do not do timelines on things that we cannot control. And one thing you need to understand is that you cannot control what the scale tells you, okay? You cannot control that. The things that you can control, your food, how much you move, what time you go to bed, how much water you drink, all of those things are within your power to control. So a good goal would be, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna do my best to be 90% adherent to these goals that I've set for myself for the next 4 weeks. That's an excellent, measurable goal that is 100% within your control. Now, I'm not talking about like, what if I get sick, things like that. That's also not within your control. But you can only control what you put into this, okay? You can only control those things that I just listed. You cannot control what your body chooses to do with it. And that is the hard part, and that's the part that so many women cannot accept. And when the scale does not move on their timeline, they say nothing's working, this is not worth it, and I'm quitting. And that is not what you are going to do. You're going to show up. You're going to keep going. You're going to realize that the scale does not define you, and it is not something that you have power over. So don't give it power over yourself. Okay? All right, so we're not quitting, we're showing up. We are getting rid of timelines, getting rid of things that, releasing power over things that we have no power over, okay? And then we're just gonna practice. So especially if you are new to logging your nutrition, new to paying attention to things like protein, if this is new to you, then you are not gonna be perfect at this right out the bat, right out of the gate, okay? It's going to take time practicing logging your food, practicing eating different things to see how full they keep you, practicing with different meal timings because you keep getting really hungry at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's not time to eat dinner yet, but it's not time to have a snack yet, but you're really hungry and the day is over and you're getting really crabby with your family because you're hungry. And so it takes time to adjust things and make tweaks to what is going to work for you and set you up to be successful, okay? So just because week 1 sucks, or you messed up the first 3 days because you didn't do this, or your breakfast had too many calories in it so you didn't have any calories the rest of the day, or whatever it is, you're gonna look at this as practice. Like, this is practice for the rest of your life. There are no timelines, okay? There are no timelines. You get to continue. You are starting today and you get to continue for as long as it takes. This is you against you, and you are just going to continue showing up, continue doing what you have the capacity to do today, and keep moving forward. And one day you will look back and see that, oh my word, that used to take so much mental aerobics for me to figure out like how much protein I needed at breakfast to keep me full into lunch. And I didn't even think about it today. I just ate and I just went on with my day. One day, these things that you are working on now will be easy. I promise that. But they will only get easier if you commit to showing up every day, if you commit to practicing, and you commit to just keep going, okay? All right. I know I said that I was going to talk about macro-friendly foods, MyFitnessPal today, but I'm not, because my phone was not cooperating with me and getting screenshots and things like that. So this is what I want you to do as far as homework. If you do not already have a tracking app that you like, go ahead and look around. There are several options out there. I use MyFitnessPal. There is also one called Macros First, I believe. And so mess around and see which one you like. I do have the premium version of MyFitnessPal. That's what most of my clients use as well. You don't have to use that, but that is what I'm going to be most familiar with if you have questions about things, not about general logging food questions, though. I can always answer those for you. Okay, so there was your Monday pep talk as we're kicking off this prep week, kicking off 4 weeks of group coaching. By way of what's going on next, in the next couple of days, you're going to be receiving a few things from me. You will be receiving a nutrition guide that will go into details about macros, nutrition in general, grocery lists, things like that, food ideas. You'll also be receiving your workout plan, which will start next week, and you will also be receiving your tracker sheet, and that will have your macro recommendations that I've calculated for you. Those will all be coming to you via email in the next couple of days. And then I will be back here tomorrow with more training just like this, probably talking about food planning, stuff like that tomorrow. All right, so happy that you're here. Talk to you soon.